When you get to Bamenda, through let me say from Dock, you start seeing garbages right around Starlight Junction there. You see a pile of it. When you move around Mawa, opposite Shumas, my 5 junction, just to name a few, right to full market, you see that the waste is deposited just everywhere. And the dangers associated with this poor deposition is or poor waste management is really a call for concern, which needs collective effort and not just a single person. So those who are producing the waste, they have a role to play. Likewise, the environmental experts or companies in charge of cleaning the town, whether the council or a private firm that's in charge of that. So it starts with the individual who is producing right to that company that is managing the waste. But man, took us, as I said, you drive up to food market, you see the situation is very horrible. Get up station, you still see certain things of that nature. So it's almost everywhere in Bamenda city. When you get to this site, these heaps, you find all types of waste there. Basically, there are just two types of waste: organic and inorganic waste. Organic waste are those food left out, spoil food, simply anything that's been cultivated is classified under organic waste. Now, when you get to inorganic, you find iron there, might be old bikes, old bicycles, and then also have plastic waste resulting from our consumption of water, plastic water, juice, and old plates, and all sorts of plastics. They're there. So the situation, as I said, it is to an extent lack of knowledge from the side of those producing it, and equally maybe some difficulties from those who are supposed to manage. Because if you look, it is a sad situation that you see somebody who carry all of our food, potatoes, cocoyams, plantain peelings, you come and dump it, and then you have a small garden behind or a small farm behind. You get to the market to buy chemical fertilizers to come and use in your farm. That what you come and throw at the junction is having a greater value than what you are going to buy. So ignorance is part of it. Then I'm sure difficulties is another from the side of those who are supposed to manage the waste. It has diverse risk and hazard associated with that poor waste management. You can start from flooding. If you look at it critically, when this waste will pass in most areas, Bamenda, you see that the the waterways are not really free. They're blocked by plastics and other waste. And when it rains, there's a possibility of flooding. If you look at what caused the flooding in Below Funcha between July and August last year, majority of we went there to assist, to take part in that because we were working on a project in that area. We went to take part in that, and I can see 95% of the waste there were plastics. That blocked the waterway and resulted to the flooding. So flooding is one. Now, other aspects can get to hurt. You get to hurt, it is just too much. When these wastes are deposited carelessly, it can lead to mental issues like stress, anxiety. It can also give lead to the increased rate of vector-borne disease. That is, these vectors are likely to survive beside these garbages, such as mosquitoes that can lead to malaria. I have rodents that can cause leptospirosis. That those are issues. Now, even getting to tourism can show, I believe you cannot even get to a site, rustic site, where there's just a garbage around it. So it is just too has too many side hazard and risk that are associated to that. We intend to try to first of all sensitize the population on how they can manage waste at their own level. While we get to street or environments and we try to do some cleanup campaigns there, clear the waterways to avoid all those flooding. And you see, if we get to a population and we sensitize them to an extent, might be the rate of organic waste will reduce at that junction. And if it reduces to an extent, it is solving the problem because most of the health hazards or most of those vector-borne or cholera that result for poor waste management are linked to an extent on organic waste, because these living organisms in turn come to feed on those organic waste. My advice to population, firstly, is that waste management should not only be in the hands of the council or the firm or the company that's in charge of waste management. Try to see what you can do at your own level. You can try to see that you reduce the rate of consuming plastics. Oh, then when you get to organic waste, I don't really encourage anybody or a majority of persons to actually take those their food left out, come and dump on the street. That will in turn cause them problem. So it's possible for them to get into composting it and doing many other things that will in turn add something in their pocket and even in their health.